Arsenal were robbed, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal were absolutely robbed. The referee was a joke today. Too blatant. Twice. He missed a blatant penalty. And I think this was 2 points dropped, not 1 point gained. Newcastle were the best team we played this season at the Emirates. And let's get this show started. We're going to be doing the player ratings and the match reaction right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. Yes, people. What's going on? It's the Kitty G on Egal Talks Football, and we're back again with another video. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am quite shocked, dismayed, upset, run amok. That game was mad. The game was mad. You want to know why? Because the referee had no control of the game. No control of the game. From minute one, he had zero control of the football game. What was he doing? I don't know. How did this game get so out of control? I will show you how it went out of control. Because from the opening minutes, he made a big mistake. To try to gain control of the game, the referee, what he did was he gave away yellow card after yellow card after yellow card. And what did it do? It made the game a little bit more difficult for him to referee later on, because since he gave away yellow cards so early in the game, he then cost himself in the later in the match when people actually needed to get yellows. He was a little more lenient. As you can see right there, 5 yellow cards in the first 42 minutes. The first half was all just yellow cards. That was all the highlights. Second half, he gave away a couple yellows. But realistically, this game, it was a shocker. Now, let me just go through some of the stats to show you guys what happened in this game. Because in my opinion, we weren't clinical enough. Look at how many chances look at how many shots we took. And we ended up with a 1.3 xG. And the best chance of the game was Eddie Nketiah's chance. I think it was this one here. Let me show you. Where's Eddie's chance? Nketiah's chance right there in the 87th minute was the best chance of the game. The best chance of the game was in the 87th minute. Now, I got to give a lot of credit to Newcastle. I'm going to start off by saying give a lot of credit to Newcastle. They came, they worked their asses off. They were the best team to face us this season at the Emirates by a country mile. But I still believe we were robbed. Two scandalous penalties. Now, one of them, I might listen to why it wasn't a penalty. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about in case you don't know. Here is the first situation, just to show you guys the first situation. This is Gabriel Magalhaes getting his shirt pulled in the box on a corner from Dan Burns. Now, if you think this is too close of a close-up, I will zoom it out a little bit to give you a better look. This is what it looked like amongst the pile. You're telling me the linesman, nor the referee, nor VAR could see this. Are you blind? Do you not have eyes? Was this or was this not a penalty? Let me know in the chat. That was the first scandalous penalty, to the point where Mikel Arteta, after the game, said he felt like there was 2 penalty shouts and we didn't get either of them. People are saying absolutely fuming. Robbery, absolutely fuming. Oh, next, by the way, Southwestern Rail. You guys are an absolute joke and a disgrace. Fans like me who travel miles to try to go to Arsenal games can't go to games because you guys want to do rail strikes. I get it. Employees have issues and everything else. But why are you doing a rail strike on a Tuesday? On a Tuesday! It's the 3rd day of the new year. You want to do a rail strike on a Tuesday? A Tuesday! People have work in the morning. How the hell are they going to get home from London? It's a joke, a disgrace, and absolute fools. If these people, man. I think the UK government need to do something about privatizing these rails, because the government running these rails not benefiting anybody. These guys don't get paid enough. It's absolutely disgraceful. Please don't blame the referees, guys. The draw is deserved all around. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You blatant penalties, and you're telling me the result was deserved. Now, I showed you guys the first one. I genuinely believe this is a penalty. Now, I'm going to show you guys the second one in a second, but I got my guy Gunnar Souls in the house. Souls, how you doing? People asking for the links. I'll put the link in the chat in a bit. This is going to be a quick video, though. Bro, talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me your explanation of the game, because in my opinion, it was a robbery. It was a poor performance overall. At the end of the day,
we were poor. We were
at
poor.
the end of the day,
let's stop deflecting. We were poor. I don't care what people have to say.
Let me finish. It was 2 points dropped, in my opinion. It wasn't 1 point gain. Do you disagree with that?
No, we dropped the points. Yeah.
Okay. Do you disagree that there was 2 blatant penalties?
Which is the second one? I know the Gabriel one. What's the second one?
The second one is the handball.
That's not handball. If I'm being absolutely honest, I don't think that's handball. You can't do anything. The motion wasn't unnatural. Your hands.
He hit his elbow.
Yeah, but he didn't go to the ball. That's not handball by definition, in my opinion.
Bro, by definition of a handball, if it's underneath the shirt line, it should be a penalty.
But if your arm's in a natural position, it's fine. That's also part of the rules. But it's not a handball. That's my opinion.
I personally think the first one from Gabriel is 100% a penalty. I think this one here, you can argue. You can argue it, right?
Yeah. I'm not saying it's
But I think there's at least 1 penalty out of the 2. That is a fact.
But we weren't robbed. We weren't robbed.
This is where we were robbed. When the referee from minute 1 was poor for both teams. That is a fact. We cannot hide from that. Do you disagree with that?
What was that again? The referee giving cards out?
Yeah, giving out 5 cards.
He gave it to both, so we weren't robbed. We were both robbed, so that's even.
Okay, so you're saying we're both shit because of the refs?
No, we weren't both shit. I'm just saying the referee gave both teams yellow cards. It wasn't like he targeted one team. He gave both the fans, both sets of teams yellow cards early on. Actually, they got 2 before we did. So if you're going to get hard done, it's them.
I'm going to sit back. I'm questioning you too much. Give me your take on what you actually thought happened in this game.
I'm going to be absolutely honest. I thought this was a disappointing performance from my opinion.
I don't disagree.
And yes, I know the thing is, right, this is I'm just being honest. I don't care who it offends. Arsenal fans have this weird tendency. As soon as we play poorly, we can't blame the team. We have to blame the ref. We have to blame VAR. We have to blame, people that have got nothing to do with it. We'll blame UEFA. We'll blame Brazil. We'll blame Uganda. Like, we don't fucking care. We're just not going to blame the set of players. Martinelli was shocking today. The man, put your fucking head up. Look at the options you've got. Scan. Be aware of what's around you, man. Like, the thing is, the reason why I'm so frustrated isn't because, I believe we're going to win the league or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that. I've been saying it for weeks. We haven't been performing that well. And people can go back and look at the receipts. I've said it on streams. I don't even think this is the best version of us. And today, it all came to fruition. I think from manager to players, there's a bit of blame for everyone. Yes, the referee was also poor. But you can't sit there and tell me the first 20 minutes was working. And then all of a sudden, we never seen the one touch football. We never seen, the quickness in our play, the urgency to get the ball up. Once things were working, we stopped doing it. Bukayo Saka was burning Dan Burns. We should have continued doing that. And then what happens is 60 minutes in, I was looking at that game and going, yeah, they're targeting Bukayo. What do? You stretch the pitch, bring a Tierney on, get Xhaka off, bring Zinchenko into the middle. And that's what you do. Bring a Fabio Vieira, and you spent 35 to 40 million pounds on a player and you're not bringing him on. What was the point? You should have just gone and got Mudryk. Mudryk was valued at 45 million anyway. But you decided to bring this midfielder in and not play him in a game you needed a goal in. That's where I blame Arteta for not being ballsy, not being a risk taker. And people are going to sit there and go, yeah, you're being negative for a game. In the grand scheme of things, it's not be all or end all. But I am frustrated with this performance because for me, this was a prime opportunity. We played them off the park, but we just decided to be bozos in attack. And that's what hurts me the most.
Okay. This is not a game I'm going to blame Eddie Nketiah. This is not a game I'm going to blame Bukayo Saka. This is not a game I'm going to blame Martinelli. I'm not going to blame the attackers to the fault that they had clear-cut chances and they missed. I look back at these chances. The Saka in the 5th minute. What was the chance of him scoring that goal? Impossible. Martinelli in the 79th minute. What was the chance of him scoring that one? The header. That was very close. You had Gabriel had a header. I thought he was going to score from that one in the 30th minute when he had his chance. Xhaka, what was he doing taking the side netting shot in the 7th minute? He could have probably put it across the box if someone was there. Eddie Nketiah, the best chance of the game. Missed the best chance of the game. You had Martinelli in the 3rd minute taking a headless chicken type shot and it was blocked. You have Martinelli again, shot blocked. Zinchenko, I thought that shot had a chance, but he completely shot it wide. Then you had Martinelli again attempting a far shot. Martinelli was one of the only people actually making a chance, and he was threatening. Let's be honest, Bukayo Saka from his side didn't even get too many shots off. At least Martinelli was trying. Odegaard trying to take shots from distance. He actually got a shot on target from where he was. I'm looking at all these situations. And the reason why I know this is because I'm looking at it obviously on the website right now. But right now, looking back at some of these chances, we had enough to maybe finish off one. We couldn't finish off any of them. And you have to give Newcastle some credit. They were the best team we played this season at home. Best team we played this season at home. I'm going to give Newcastle the credit they deserve. They deserve credit. And big up Saracen in the house. He said, players looked a bit tired. Newcastle set up well tactically. I expected us to nick it. Should have had 2 penalties. Fully agree. We should have had 2 penalties. We didn't get the penalties. I'm not going to cry over it every single day. But were we robbed? By the definition of the word robbed, yes, we were robbed the penalty. Were we robbed the loss or draw? No, because it was on us. We only have ourselves to blame. But in the sense that, no excuses, but in the same sense, there were 2 gilt-edged penalties that should have been given. M, what are you saying? Tommy's in the house. M's in the house. Tommy, take it away.
Yo, big up everyone. Yeah, man, just frustrating result. I think if anyone was gonna win that game, it was gonna be us. I think, although Eddie, I thought overall had a good game. I think that chance you need to bury it. I know it's a good save, but at the same time, it's just one of those chances where you need to bury, because that can easily just switch everything.
Ooh, are you blaming Eddie?
Everything just changes. But I'm not going to blame these ref or these decisions, because, bro, we had 96 minutes. We could have changed the game easily. I think today what showed is how weak our bench was. All of us knew our bench was going to be weak going into the game, but we need a goal, and we're bringing on Tomiyasu. Like, that tells you everything. Tomiyasu comes in for Ben White. We can only make defensive substitutions. We cannot make any attacking substitutions. Fabio Vieira was on the bench. There was no point of bringing him on, especially how physical the game was. There was literally no point of bringing him on. So we need to sign players ASAP.
You know what? One thing this game did show us is, I agree, this game showed us that we need some options off the bench, because we look at the bench today. We have Marquinhos, Lokonga, Fabio Vieira, Tierney, Holding, Nelson's injured, Jesus is injured, and Emil Smith-Rowe is injured. We have no one attacking to bring on to change the game. We have to play Martinelli,
Tierney and Vieira.
If we have a fit Reece Nelson, Jesus, and ESR, maybe we have 3 options to bring off the bench. But what?
Let's be real. We had 2 options to bring off the bench.
ESR and Jesus.
No, Tierney and Fabio Vieira.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the actual bench. I'm talking about if everyone's fit, we might have 5 at best. Right now, bringing Modric, it gives us that extra element, that extra player that can change games coming off the bench. We have nothing right now. It's actually shocking. And
if we had a Modric on the bench tonight, I would have took off Martinelli, because I thought he was so poor tonight. Especially like in so many times he got down the wing and then he wouldn't look up. Like, sometimes you need to look up. This guy is just he just runs and, you know, tries to dribble and does all these things, where you see on the other side Saka actually looks for better options and tries to create a chance or something. Martinelli sometimes is frustrating to watch, man, especially in these caliber of games where you need your wingers to be productive.
Yeah.
But
let's go to Tommy. Big up Melina in the chat. Big up Sohan in the chat. Big up Saracen. Do Newcastle have the best defense in the league? Today they showed it. Today
No, they're
showed.
not, man. Newcastle are cowards. They generally do not play like that. They generally do not play like that. They only play like that because they knew they were going to get a draw. The best thing they were going to get was a draw, and that's
No,
how
but you
they
gotta
play
give
us.
them credit. They
I'm not going to
came.
give them credit because all they did is come and park the bus. Why am I going to give them credit for?
To be fair, that's like giving Burnley credit, innit? You're not going to do that. So.
But I've seen Burnley do this last season at the Emirates. Come and park the bus. Newcastle done nothing special. All it showed is that Newcastle are a bunch of cowards. That's all it showed.
You know, we should have got 2 penalties. Big up, Melina. She's saying hi to Tommy. Tommy, take it away, man.
Big up, Melina. It wasn't our day. I thought a draw was a fair result. Newcastle defended well, played well, but for me, Tanguy should have been sent off on that tackle on Saliba. I thought that was a dangerous tackle. Should have been sent off. There was time wasting for me. Like, the referee is a disgrace. He's a disgrace. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're a disgrace. You should have ref again. And we should have got a penalty as well. So we had the chances to win the game when it wasn't our day, but the referee needs to look at yourself in the mirror, man. You are a fucking disgrace. Look at yourself. Can't even referee. You should have given us. How can Nketiah get a yellow card? He didn't give Shearer a yellow card. Disgrace. He needs to look himself. That was poor. But yeah, the play well, defend.
Bro, you're in the matrix.
Time wasting.
Tommy, I don't know what's going on.
What matrix?
Maybe you don't have your settings on your mic properly. Can you just check it? Because check StreamYard, not the actual mic, because you might not have it connected on StreamYard because I can't hear you properly.
No, it's fine. Can you hear me?
No, it sounds like an echo. Maybe watch the stream and you'll see it
bro?
yourself.
Can you all hear me?
We can hear you. It's just it sounds like it's delayed or like echoey or something. But yeah, big up Josh. Josh, what are you saying?
Yo, what you saying, man? I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I'm also disappointed that we couldn't get this win. Also, credit to Newcastle. They came with a game plan and they succeeded. They stopped Arsenal, who were top of the league. And Eddie Howe, big up to him. He is actually a very good manager. Newcastle are very hard to beat, but we should have taken our chances. We didn't, and this is the end result. We play Tottenham next. If we don't turn up for that game, we're getting battered. I'm telling you this now, because we can't be wasting them chances against anyone in this league. Literally,
bro, you're going too far. You're going too far. Like, I get it. It's emotional after a game, but like, we're gonna get battered. Like, what? Come on.
Well, we need to be more clinical up front, and it was a very poor performance. But we need to I don't know, man. We just need to respond against Tottenham, man. We need to win in that game, man. Because man, we just need to beat them. If not, then just I don't know, man.
No, but we're gonna get battered. Come on, take that back. Like, seriously, you really believe we're gonna get battered by Tottenham?
Well, if we don't take our chances and Tottenham do, then it could be a one-sided game. Remember last time when we went there, we lost 3-0.
That's one part of the game I will give Arsenal credit for, is we controlled games far too well to get battered. But yeah, you're right. Attackingly, we were shocking today. But yeah, I don't think there's a need for a meltdown.
No, but I'm still tearing though. Obviously, I still back the manager all the way and the team as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna be like one of these people that just switches and says, "Oh, Tara, I want him." No, I'm backing the manager all the way, same as a team, through and through the thick and thin. But this was just a poor performance, and we need to learn from this quick. Because if we do this against a better team than Newcastle, like a City, yeah.
But the thing is, though, defensively we were fine. It was just like you said, we don't take our chances. So worst comes to worst, it's a 0-0. I don't know why you're saying we're going to get battered, though. That's what I'm confused about.
Yeah, I feel like the choice of wording was pretty bad. I don't think we're going to get battered. This could be massive at the end of the season. Granit Xhaka said that. This could be massive at the end of the season, like drop points like this today. So
This reminds me of the game against Burnley. I think it was last season or season before, where Juno nil, Lacazette missed out so many chances, and yeah, we couldn't convert. Literally, all the
You know
games that
what?
we've dropped points in, it's just we're poor, man.
I'm happy Arteta's blasting these friggin' refs, because it's about time he tries to start like questioning them, because I don't care if he gets punished or anything. This is when you stand up for your players in games like this, where you feel like you're getting egregious calls, because they're gonna feel like they can get away with giving you egregious calls going forward.
Honestly, we should have had a pen today, but honestly, the referee wasn't. Mate, the ref today was just so bad.
You know
Literally.
what? Enough about the ref. Let's just ask.
Disgrace.
Did Ramsdale have anything to do? On a serious note, did Ramsdale have anything to fucking do today?
He nearly cost us in that second half with his pass.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Ramsdale nearly cost us.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know when we were playing out the back, Saliba passed
Oh
it.
yeah, that was scary.
He literally gave the ball to the
Sometimes it
Newcastle player.
works. Sometimes honestly, it works. But then
Yeah,
sometimes I hate it. Honestly, it just fit. Honestly, man, I get so scared. What we did.
Based on that, what would you give Ramsdale today?
6.
So I'm gonna go through each player, and I'm just gonna mention if you guys have anything to talk about. So Ramsdale gets 6.5, 6. 6?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, so we give him a 6. The only thing is about Ramsdale, I would say, is that iffy moment. That you guys are right. That one moment, that was the iffy moment of Ramsdale tonight. What about Ben White?
I think he was good defensively. Going forward, I think he was a bit
7.
Yeah, not the same today.
Yeah, he didn't offer us anything on that right side at all.
Yeah, and he
What
looked
did
tired.
Ben
That's
White
why he
offer
went
us?
off. That's
Not
why
really,
probably
no.
that's because he looked really tired towards the end. But I think he done well
I think he's
defensively.
tired. So yeah, I think he's tired.
But he needs to do better going forward.
Fair enough. We give Ben White 6.5.
Yeah, that's fair.
6.
Yeah.
6.5, 7.
No, 6.5 is better than Ramsdale. So yeah.
Okay, 6.5. Saliba looked good this evening. Didn't really have do anything wrong. No mistakes. Was composed. The one thing that pissed me off is every time he got the ball, he kind of seemed like he didn't know what to do with it. Usually Saliba seems so cool. What?
None of the players looked like they knew what they were doing today.
It was like, did you notice Zinchenko was the most commanding? Gabriel and Zinchenko were the most commanding out of that back four. Everybody else was kind of just getting the ball, like, take it away. I don't want it. It was like, what the hell? You don't want the ball? Why are you on the pitch?
I'm gonna be real, yeah. Like, there's gotta be a conversation about Saliba, like recently. It's the contract talks or PSG, something's gotten in his head. I'm convinced of it. I know people are gonna say it's a rustiness, but this is a rustiness. This is something's in his head. This is mental.
Does Saliba get a pass today and we give him a 6.5 or same as Ben White, or does he get less?
No, 6.5. He didn't make a mistake. It just wasn't good on the ball.
This is gonna sound crazy. In a game that we drew 0-0, let's be honest, Gabriel was one of our best attacking players. And he was one of our best defensive players.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Yeah.
It's not embarrassing. It's actually true.
Oh
set
my
piece
God.
is very dangerous. Yeah. He defended every set piece very well, and he attacked every set piece very well. He deserved a penalty for the shirt pull. In my opinion, he's candidate for man of the match. Am I wrong?
There's only one player I'd give it over, but I kind of agree.
So 7.
Actually, I'd say there's 2 man of the matches.
7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah.
Do we disagree? Anyone let me know. People in the chat. Anyone disagree? Gabriel was man of the match.
7.
Me.
7. That's a bit of a stretch. 7.
Oh
shit!
7. We got a new entry. Cypher's in the house. What's going on, Cypher?
Gabriel 7.
Hello, Cypher. Yeah, I'm doing all right. You guys hear me? Cypher, we're struggling to hear you. Can you speak louder?
Yeah. Do you hear me? Do you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me now?
What's up, Cypher? We're doing
player
rating.
What's up?
we're doing player ratings. Just join us.
Okay,
and,
right
and
now,
then give us your input, okay? So right now we're talking about Gabriel. We gave him a 7.5. But what did you think of Zinchenko? And welcome.
okay, thank you, bro. Thank you for welcoming me up. I really think the players all did well. It's just the way the game went, guys. Newcastle just decided to play badly on the second half because the first half they were trying to counter us, and that was their game set. Just hold us and counter. But second half they just said, no, we're not going to play anything. There's too much yellow cards according to the referee. Whatever it was doing, nobody knows. So that's how the game went. So I think our players did well. So for me, I think from nines, Saliba, let's say 7 for 7. Okay, not bad. Then Gabriel also give him equally. I think both of them did well. So 7-2. Zinchenko, yeah, I'll just give him a 7. Then Ben White, everybody did well.
Let me just stop you there.
Then let's go to the midfield.
Let me just stop you there. We're gonna do the player
Okay.
ratings together. So Zinchenko,
Okay.
he had to control the game by himself in that midfield because Xhaka kept going to the left to be
Exactly.
the left back. So I'm gonna give him a 7. What do you guys think?
Oh no, I'm gonna give him an 8.
Yeah.
He was my man of the match.
You're man of the match.
Sure. Yeah. He did well. He really
What do you
did well.
guys think?
Because you know one thing. It's about the way Newcastle structured the game in the second half that forced him to come into the midfield very well. And Martin was so on the line. I don't know why we stretch out so much. I don't know why. Because if Martinelli would have, most of the time Martinelli sometimes comes in the middle. I just feel like the way these guys were playing, it was so intense. Coming into the middle, like the way Odegaard never had the space to actually get them. And I think he was also scared of injury and all this. It was just a mind game they were trying. You can find John Lennon trying to just poke behind him anytime he gets the ball. And I think he was just too worried about injury or maybe get the legs. Yeah, all this was just disturbing these guys.
Yo, Cypher, I'm just gonna have to take back control of the show, my guy. But when it comes down to it, I appreciate your input. Everyone in the chat,
Okay,
I
bro.
hear you guys. Modric, when it comes to Modric, Modric is not happening. I'm telling you guys right now, Modric is not joining Chelsea. You have nothing to worry about. They're just literally saying, in the case Arsenal don't pay the money, that's the backup option for him to join Chelsea. And I don't even think Chelsea need him. They're just trying to sign whoever the fuck they can sign. They don't know what they're doing over there at Chelsea. They're an absolute shit show.
Bro, Chelsea are playing career mode. They can get whoever they like.
Bro, they spent the same money on one player that we spent on our whole midfield, I think.
If they do outbid us,
What?
does Madrid join them instead of
Wow.
us?
Look, Enzo Fernandez cost him more than Odegaard, Xhaka, and Partey combined.
That's if it happens, though, isn't it?
Is that not fucking mental?
I feel like Enzo Fernandez is probably worth the money.
I think no human being is worth that type of money unless they're Mbappe or somebody who's extremely young, like a Pedri, who's moving.
Yeah, but Enzo Fernandez is extremely young.
Enzo Fernandez not a Pedri level, bro.
Different parts of the midfield, though, innit? One's a 6, one's an 8. So, yeah.
Listen, there's no way that Enzo Fernandez will ever live up to the price tag. Even
Not
if
at Chelsea, no. I agree, not at Chelsea.
Yeah, he'll never live up to that price tag. Yo, this Matinho guy's a baller. We should go for Matinho. He's on fire. You know what? It's too early in his contract to go for him right now. I think Matinho.
No, it's never too early, man. It's never too early. Go in.
The Matinho kid is an absolute menace to society right now. He's
Bro,
killing
he
it.
destroyed us in that second half.
Matinho's a menace. He's a menace. But yo, guys, let's bring it back. Zinchenko gets a 7. Anyone disagree? Besides Gunnar Souls.
Nope.
He's my man of the match, by the way, Zinchenko.
No.
I thought
So
he-
you're giving him more than 7. What are you giving him?
No, I'm giving him a 7, but he was my man of the match.
So how are you giving him a 7 if he's your man of the match?
Because we didn't win, so I'm not giving anyone above a 7.
We gave Gabriel 7.5.
Yeah, and Gabriel was good.
Okay,
So then how can you give
7.5.
your man of the match less than Gabriel?
Okay, so Zinchenko gets 7.5. Let's go.
All right, cool. Yeah, 7.5.
Zinchenko gets 7.5. Thomas Partey. Tommy, what do you think about Thomas Partey today?
Mm.
Tommy,
I thought he was good today.
okay. What do you give him?
Yeah, I thought he was good today. 7.
I thought Thomas
Seven.
Partey. I think Thomas Partey is the standalone world-class player in this team from the beginning of the season, and he shows week in, week out why he's world-class. In a
Yes.
game where there seemed to be not much going on, you don't really realize how much influence this guy has. But today, he might if it wasn't for him, I feel like at times Newcastle would have just destroyed us because we weren't defensively, we weren't bad, but
Yeah.
Thomas Partey was putting out so many fires. You guys disagree?
Yeah. He
No,
reminds
I
me
agree.
of He reminds me of Gilberto.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
Gilberto,
yeah.
it reminds me of Gilberto. You know, when Gilberto, the way he moves the ball quickly. He dominates
Yeah.
midfield.
You guys know how many
Obviously,
recoveries Thomas
back in the
Partey
day,
had
but
today?
yeah.
Listen to this. Thomas Partey recovered 9 times to win the ball back for us in our half. 9 times he did recoveries. Do you know how mental that is? Like,
Wow.
that's like something a right back would do. You don't see your DMs do that kind of stuff. Like just to give you an example,
Crazy.
Ben White had 2
Crazy.
recoveries. Saliba had 6 recoveries. Gabriel had how many? Gabriel had what was it? Gabriel had 5 recoveries, and Zinchenko had how many? Where is it? He had 4 recoveries. Just looking at that stat alone, you can see how much this guy had to save our ass today. Thomas Partey is absolutely world class. People talk about Casemiro, all these other guys. The reason why Thomas Partey doesn't get the same level of shining light on him is because we also have other people who steal the show at times and take the limelight away from him. If your DM is the most important player in your team, sometimes he's not being the most highlighted player. Sometimes he's just doing his job and he's getting 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10s, and people aren't speaking about it. Today, he got an 8 out of 10. Even though we drew, 8 out of 10, man of the match. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Thomas is good.
I disagree. I'd give it to Saka.
What?
Saka.
Yeah, I give it to Saka, man,
Seriously?
because I'm being serious.
How?
Saka missed every chance in the final third.
Why did you, bro?
Okay, since you're talking about Saka, what rating would you give Saka? Because giving Dan Burns problems, you don't get a man of the match for giving Dan Burns problem. You get man of the match for actually doing something. And I feel like Saka was good, but he didn't produce any end product.
I'll give him 7.5.
Okay, so that's not man of the match. That's just close to it. But I would give him a 7. And I would give Gabriel Martinelli 7. And I would give Eddie Nketiah I think Eddie Nketiah's work rate was so underrated. I think all the front three, because we didn't score a goal, they get 6.5. But they all could easily have gotten a 7 if we would have won the game. But because we didn't win the game, they all get 6.5. I don't think any of them deserve a 7. But Thomas Partey 8. Xhaka, what was Xhaka doing today, guys? Do you guys have anything to say on
He
Xhaka?
wasn't bad. He was trying to stretch the pitch and cover for Zinchenko. Obviously Zinchenko's more inverted, so that means Xhaka's got to be a more wide midfielder. Hence why I kept saying move Zinchenko into midfield and bring Tierney on. Let Tierney do that. But obviously they decided Xhaka should do that, make the late runs into the box. So just didn't work as well as I thought it would today.
Oh shit!
Let
Martinelli
me
was
say
bad.
something.
No, this is a hot take. I think Martinelli was good.
Nah,
Why
he
is
was
everyone saying he was
dead.
bad?
He was bad.
What did he do?
He was
What did he
bad, bro.
do?
He was bad. Yeah.
He was not good today. What? Because he dribbled to the goal line. Oh, amazing! He could have looked up and crossed the ball and got 5 assists today.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Oh.
He wasn't
It depends on
getting
your
any
definition.
indecent
This is
cross.
the
Yeah.
problem, innit? If you want players just to run and dribble, then yeah, he was a 10 out of 10. If you want players to be effective, he was like a 3 out of 10. He was not good today, man. He needed to look up.
The game wasn't actually a dribbling game. You just need to lob the ball a little bit. Sometimes just see someone lobbing the ball, and he wasn't there to make those runs. He was just so far away, and you find all the defenders just covering him up so quick, and that just took his game out. That was it. should have been like Saka.
Now,
Get the
what he
ball,
need,
pull
what we
out,
need to
do your
do,
cross.
I've been saying it. Martinelli as a striker, putting Nketiah on the left. Martinelli is not a winger. He's just getting lucky. I'm not
What?
joking. He's a striker. He's an out-and-out striker. He is not a winger.
I don't think we're gonna do that until Mudra comes in, but I'm just gonna
I
give
hope
all
so.
that.
I fucking hope we do it. That's the
I'm
only
just
way
gonna
we're
give
winning the
all
league.
the attackers 6.5. Is that fair, guys?
No, they weren't that good. That's
I'm giving
way
them all
too nice.
6.5s
Nah,
because
that's too nice.
that's what I'm giving them. I feel like they all
Well, I'm
deserve
giving them a 5.
all 5s.
All 5, yeah.
No,
I'm giving
bro.
Xhaka
That's
and
What
I'm
did
giving
they
Xhaka
do?
and Odegaard 6s.
No, but what did the attackers do on a real? Like, I'm actually genuinely curious to what they did. I don't think they did anything.
Okay,
for, I think Saka wasn't bad.
Martinelli was the only outlet causing trouble for Newcastle. Eddie Nketiah was vital to our link-up play and was dropping so deep. You even seen him in the midfield at times, and he was doing a great job. I feel like majority of chances he had one clear-cut
Well,
chance.
I'll give him higher than the other two, but yeah, they still
I think
great.
if you're gonna rate anyone the lowest, the only Bukayo Saka, he's our best player. He's our best attacking player. He kept beating Dan Burns, but he couldn't do anything with it. He was shaking and baking, but he couldn't finish. He couldn't do the Ricky Bobby.
So what did
So if you
Martinelli
shake
do
and
that
bake,
was
you can't do
any
the Ricky.
different?
If you shake and bake and you can't do the Ricky Bobby, why are you shaking and baking?
But what did Martinelli do? Because you said he was good. He did nothing different.
No, Martinelli actually took shots
when he shouldn't have shot. That's the problem.
Okay, what shot was bad?
In the opening like 20 minutes, he had a shot which he should have definitely crossed instead of going Nick Pope, and when he actually screwed the angle up for himself. Right, that was one. There was another one where he was trying to take on two players. If you had just looked up, you would have seen Nketiah, Saka, Xhaka, Odegaard waiting in the nine-yard box or in the penalty area. That would have been another goal there. When you look at multiple occasions,
you know what? Let's introduce a new segment to the show where we go through every shot that we took in the game. How about that? Right? First things first. We have Saka in the 5th minute. 1 second. Odegaard. Okay, so Martinelli in the 3rd minute, he takes that shot. He's right there. It was blocked. Okay, that's the shot you're talking about.
Possibly, I don't know where he took. No,
then Odegaard takes a shot.
Okay.
Then Odegaard takes a shot. It goes over the bar. Then Saka takes a shot. It was saved. That was the first on-target shot of the game, and he had barely any chance of scoring that. He should have roofed it, but instead he went down hard and low. Then you have Xhaka, didn't even get on the shot. It was blocked. Then you have Xhaka miss. That was a terrible chance. He should have whipped it across the box. Then you have Callum Wilson, their chances. Gabriel's header, should have done something. Partey blocked, terrible shot. Gabriel Magalhaes had a shot. Longstaff had a shot. Schluck had a shot. Joe Linton had a shot. Then they were starting to pepper us. And then Odegaard. And guess what? From the 56 minutes onward, they did not have a shot, bar one, in the rest of the game. It was all us. It was all us. And you know what? Nothing came from it. Eddie Nketiah's shot in the 87th minute was the best chance of the game. And it only had a 0.7 chance of getting an XG to go in.
Guys, can I ask you guys a question very quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, so let's say if Jesus wasn't injured and he was starting this game, you think we would have won this game? What do you think Newcastle would have held us to a draw?
I think it's too simple to say that. I think it's just too simple to say.
Jesus wouldn't even get that on target.
I think I think it's too simple to say because of one player that is really good makes that big of a difference in this game. I think
it does. It does.
I think Jesus definitely does make a difference, but the reason why it makes a difference is not because of Jesus' availability. It's because if any of Eddie, Saka, or Martinelli legs are tired by the end of the game, we have the option of now bringing on Eddie Nketiah off the bench. That is where I come from.
Let me say something.
No, I feel like, okay, so the reason why I say it is because Jesus offers us more down the wings when he's playing centrally.
Yes, exactly.
Allowing Martinelli to do more of what he's good at and being in those central zones.
Yes.
Whereas Nketiah likes to dominate central zones. And that's the reason why we're going to see a drop-off in Martinelli. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. He's not a wide player. He's playing as our striker when Jesus is playing.
You know what? Let me just give you
Well,
guys.
yeah,
let me
that's
just give
true.
you
That's
guys a
true.
quick- Let me give you guys a quick synopsis on what the player ratings were. We gave Ramsdale a 6. We gave Ben White a 6.5. We gave Saliba a 6.5. We gave Gabriel Magalhaes a 7.5. We gave Zinchenko a 7.5. Partey a 8. Xhaka a 6. Odegaard a 6. Saka a 6.5. Martinelli a 6.5. Eddie Nketiah a 6.5. Okay. And yes, Jack Napier, we got robbed. And people want to know about what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the rest of the news because there's always a lot going on. So I'm just going to check something quickly. Arteta spoke about transfers. You want to know what he said? You want to know what he said, guys?
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
they're bringing him
Yeah.
in tomorrow, whatever the prices we're paying it, because that's what we need
No,
right now.
he said, this is what he said. This is what Mikel Arteta said about transfers. Let me show
We
you.
need Mudryk and Joao Felix in
Yeah,
tomorrow.
he said, we are trying to improve the squad every window as the same. We are trying really hard. Didn't really give us any information.
Yeah,
He
standard.
says that
standard.
every week. I don't think that's any.
Didn't really give us any information there. Let me see what articles and what's actually trending right now. Okay. The same old jargon after the game. Let me show you guys. Mudryk update. Arsenal remain in talks with Mudryk. Key point in the thing is the initial fee. We already know that the player is clearly very keen to the move and is optimism to deal to get done. What else is there? Let's just check. Newcastle, Arsenal. Arteta's discussing the penalty. Oh, Cedric. Did you guys hear about this? Cedric is an absolute prick. Basically, the guy doesn't want to leave because of the 65K per week wages. Like, Cedric, you're sitting on the bench, not doing nothing for Arsenal. You have an opportunity to go play football. Instead, you want to fight over a couple thousand. Like, I get it, it's his career, his life, and everything. But like, don't you want to actually do something of note instead of just sitting on the bench? Like,
He doesn't need to. He's at Arsenal. That's like sitting on the City bench. I'd rather sit on the City bench than go to Fulham.
Yeah, but
so we're stuck with him. We're stuck with
Cedric is trash.
We're stuck with Cedric. So Fulham, this is what it says. Fulham moved for Arsenal Cedric, but is believed to be held because the player's wage demands. Arsenal are ready to sell the player who is currently earning 65K a week, but Fulham are reluctant to cover the salary in the fullback. They're not willing to cover his salary at this moment in time.
then
Also,
that's
do you
their
guys see-
own problem, bro.
You guys see this? Bukayo Saka released his new football boots. These are fire. You got to give it to him. These are sick.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Is there anything else? Let me just check. What is this? Mudryk base? Nah, that can't be true. Newcastle game too early for ESR to return. Yeah, that was sad to hear. Did you hear about this? The Newcastle game is too early for ESR to return. He's still training. He's still coming back from his injury. The more time he takes, the better it is for him to heal. Honestly, we don't want him to rush back and then get injured again and then fuck himself over in the long run. That's the reality, right?
Yeah, we don't need to rush him back. We don't.
But yeah, this is what Mikel Arteta said after the game.
Yeah.
There were
Don't
two penalties. There were two scandalous penalties. They were both penalties, right? And he showed both, and he spoke about both of them. And then Gunnar Solskjaer replied. Do you want to read your reply?
Yeah, I'll just say it to people, man. I'm just tired of like blaming the refs every single time we drop points or we lose. Like I said, man, we need to take accountability for what we did wrong. We know the ref screws over. How many times?
Let me but you can't win the match, bro.
The ref is a disgrace. No, so he's a disgrace.
No. But how? Okay. Let's. Or every loss, I always hear the same shit, bro. Every fucking loss, it's the ref's fault. Well, at what point are we going to sit there
I
and
don't
go,
blame
actually,
refs
you know
that
what?
much.
No. What I'm trying to say is, at what point are we going to sit there and go, okay, the refs keep screwing us over. Let's just control what we control. And let's take our chances and let's just take it out of the ref's hand. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to criticize poor performances. It's easy. If we want to say it, it's the ref fault. Everyone gets a 7. The ref screws over. Why did we rate them low?
I understand.
It's not their fault.
You
The
know
ref
what?
screwed them over.
You know what? Fuck the refs and fuck Chelsea.
So I was gonna say
You're not gonna get Mikel Arteta Chelsea.
so I was
Understand
gonna
that.
say-
1 second. I just want to say this quickly. This story here is an absolute joke.
All right.
So Chelsea are in talks with Shakhtar over a deal for Mikel Arteta, could hijack Arsenal's move. It's expected that the Shakhtar CEO is in London to meet with the Blues this weekend, or he could be here to meet with Arsenal. Anyways, I don't think he's going to Chelsea. I think he's coming to Arsenal. And this whole thing about Chelsea coming out of the blue, I think it's just stupid. I think Chelsea are panicking and they're trying to sign as many players as possible because they're in 9th. Anyways, go ahead.
Imagine we actually get hijacked though.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen.
It's possible.
You can't.
It's not
twerk
possible.
that
It's not
for
possible.
Chelsea.
They're 9th in the league.
I think
No,
they're
it ain't
panicking.
even that, bro.
Yeah,
How do you
ninth.
twerk for a
They-
club
they're
that
awful.
much, and go join Chelsea? That's just weird.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
not even it's their style of play. I don't think that guy.
Yeah, yo, I'm going to have to wrap this up, guys, because I got to go pray before midnight. But have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. Big up everybody.
Okay, man.
I'll tell you guys this.
Okay.
It's been an absolute disgrace. Big up Cyrus, big up big up Tommy, big up Josh. Gunner Souls, always great. You have a good one. Big up everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm out of here, people. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already checked out my other videos today I did a bunch of videos for you guys. And if you haven't seen my what I've been doing on the YouTube channel, I've been doing so much other content outside of just my regular content. Let me show you what I mean. Here, this is the YouTube channel. You got YouTube Shorts. You guys can go check out the YouTube Shorts section where I got a bunch of shorts and things going on over there. Plus, I have videos that I just posted. For example, you got this one here where it's Mikel Arteta in London and saying goodbye to Shakhtar. You have this one where I'm saying Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. You have other ones where I'm talking about transfers and just random other videos where I do uploads. So go check out all the content on the channel. Please do subscribe to the channel and you can become channel members. Don't forget the channel membership is just $1.99. It's 99 pence to become a channel member and it's $2.99 to become a squad member. Do check it out, people, if you want to. You guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I really do appreciate it, people. This is how you help out the channel, by subscribing, becoming members, and don't forget to hit that like button. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'm out of here, people. People saying pray for Arsenal. There's a lot of things to pray for, my guy. Have a good one.